What is up, 49er faithful? Welcome back to another 49er Media live stream. Today we're going to be going solo here, but we are going to be talking about the 49ers draft a little bit, and specifically we're going to be going into their pro day and who attended their pro day. It's a pretty good list, I'd say. Definitely some guys, that are interesting, guys that you want to pay attention to, because in the past they have drafted some of these guys, these local pro days. I believe Spencer Burford was one of those guys a couple years ago in the draft. They took him to Top Golf, and then they ended up drafting him. So I think that, they definitely could draft a couple of these guys. Some of these guys, probably going to be undrafted free agents, but also how much of those are they actually going to have to be able to sign? Because right now the 49ers don't have a lot of roster spots available, even though they have to get to 90, right? They already have, quite a lot of guys. So I don't know how much, undrafted guys they are going to end up drafting. I don't even think they're going to have all 10 of their picks. I think at the end of the day, they have 7, 8 draft picks. I think they do trade up. There's been some rumors kind of going out there that they've been trying to, move up in the draft. We'll see. I definitely think that's a real possibility, because when the Niners, want to go after a specific guy, or, have kind of their eyes on specific people, they'll try to trade up for those guys. They've shown that in the past. They did it with Brandon Ayuk, right? So I think they definitely could end up trading up. But anyways, we're going to now go kind of through the list, and what I kind of think about them. A lot of guys I actually, don't know too much about, but we can kind of just go over them a little bit. So let me share the screen here real quick. Hold up. Okay, so let me also just zoom in on this a little bit, so hopefully you guys can see it better. But the 49ers have quarterback Chavon Corrido out of San Jose State, former quarterback for San Jose State, and he's a guy that actually, I believe, went to Hawaii too in his collegiate career. In college, he's a senior, so he has that experience. He played 4 years, in Hawaii from 2018 to 2021, and then spent the last 2 seasons in San Jose State. Their coach Brent Brennan was their head coach, and he's a guy that, I think definitely has gotten better, over the years. In 2021 had issues with really turning the ball over, 17 touchdowns for 11 interceptions. So, this last 2 years in San Jose State, as soon as he transferred, he looked better. 23 touchdowns to 6 interceptions in 2022, and then 20 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions in 2023. Also has the capability of running the football, being mobile. He had 272 rushing yards just last year, 3 touchdowns on the ground. And then in 2022, 265 yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. So he's a guy that's interesting. Now, the 49ers needed a quarterback, to throw at the pro day to some of these receivers and things like that. They also did end up kind of bringing in some guys who've, I guess, played for, other teams in the NFL. You have Kellen Mond out of Texas A&M, and 3rd-round pick in 2021. Spent time with the Minnesota Vikings, with the Cleveland Browns. Hasn't really worked out. Could this be a guy that the 49ers are actually trying to maybe sign. We'll see. Kyle Shanahan likes to have 4 quarterbacks in training camp. I don't see them keeping all 4 for sure. I think they are going to go after those, kind of 3 quarterbacks like they had last year. Stick with that. Brock Purdy, Brandon Allen, they had Sam Darnold in this case. I think it could possibly, be obviously Brock Purdy. They ended up signing Joshua Dobbs, also re-signing Brandon Allen. So maybe all 3 of those guys kind of stay on the team as well. So I don't take too much off of that. These quarterback guys, Cordero and Kellen Mond. I don't really take too much away from that, to be honest. Because again, I think the quarterback room's pretty set. Again, could they bring one of these guys in for that 4th quarterback spot? Definitely. I could definitely see that being the case. Then the 49ers bring in a couple of running backs. That makes a lot of sense. The 49ers tend to sign a couple running backs, in the undrafted pool, usually not just one. It's been a couple. Jordan Mason coming out of that kind of list in the previous years. So it's Isaiah Ifansi from Cal and then Austin Jones from USC. Now, there is another running back from USC that's going to be in the draft. So, he had to he wasn't the main back. And, it was, I think, more of a splitting thing because Marshawn Lloyd from USC, that's the guy that's expected to get drafted. So, 3rd, 4th round probably. So really, they're just looking at some of these guys, and even in the past, again, like some of these guys weren't the main guys, and that's also kind of why they won't go undrafted. So yeah, and then there's Kyrie Robinson from another San Jose State. Again, this is a local pro day, so a lot of these guys are going to be, schools in California. It doesn't mean they're not all, in California, because there are definitely guys on this list that are in this, from other schools. But let's talk about Kyrie Robinson. 4-year guy at 5-year guy at SGSU, another 5-year guy. Last season was his over 1,000-yard rushing, 1,194 and averaging 7 on the ground with 18 touchdowns. Has had a couple receiving touchdowns as well in 2023. But this could be a guy I think that they could definitely end up maybe signing in the undrafted kind of pool there. Then wide receivers, you have quite a bit of guys. You probably, I would think, had kind of 2 separate spots, and maybe you mix it up. I'm not entirely sure how they run these local pro days in Santa Clara at Levi's Stadium, but they definitely, looks like had some receivers in their first year. Jermaine Braddock from Portland State, another undrafted possibility. But they have some guys too that are, on that 90-man roster that they've had in the past, like a guy like Tate Martin, for example. So we'll see. Jermaine Jackson out of Idaho. A lot of these guys, are from California in terms of their hometown, but that's not the one that's interesting. It's actually Tariq Owens is very interesting. The son of Terrell Owens, the 49ers legend wide receiver out of Missouri State from Pleasanton, California. Let's see what his kind of stats were there. Not extremely productive. Only had 5 receptions in 2021 and 66 yards. Not really. Might have been an injury or just not really getting too much because that's his first year. 2022, 13 games, 101 yards, no touchdowns. And then 2023 improved their 28 receptions, 528 yards, 18.9 average, and 4 touchdowns. So went from 5 receptions in 2021 all the way to 28 in 2023. So, I think they definitely were looking at it because, Terrell Owens, son. So yeah. Then you have Matthew Prokshay from Bryant University. And so this guy, wide receiver, 5'11", 162 pounds from Danville, California. Senior guy, another guy that spent 5 years. Um, you know, really this last year was his best. 44 receptions for 801 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 18.2 yards per catch. Um, really, a lot of these guys are going to remain UDFAs. Niners aren't going to have a lot of spots on the 90-man roster for camp. So we'll kind of see. A lot of these are just you're going to have to kind of fill those spots. Give some, might as well give some of these guys a chance. Then you have Monroe Young from Cal, and another guy's probably going to be UDFA. And you have his uh, teammate Matthew Cindric, also from Cal. The Niners definitely could look to have offensive linemen or few on the practice squad. A guy that's more likely to probably maybe not get picked up by another team. It still could happen because a guy like Jake Fisher from last year was on the practice squad for a bit, I believe, but then ended up getting picked up by like the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, yeah, and some of these offensive linemen, because of how deep this class is too, some of these guys are going to end up, sliding in the draft a little bit. So yeah, definitely interesting there. Then Jamie Navarro from San Jose State, um, another San Jose State guy for sure. So this guy, let's see, he's 6'3", another senior, 297, offensive tackle. If I had to guess, he probably goes in the interior, I would think, at the next level, especially because he is going to be kind of an undrafted guy. So they definitely could probably try to, put him inside if they go get him. You have guys from Arizona, Northern Arizona, Mark Ching from Oakland, defensive lineman. Jay Shavik, also from San Jose State. Then you have Tuli Letuganoso from Washington. More of a defensive tackle type of guy there. Let's see. 292, 6'1". Again, another senior. Hasn't been very productive at all. He's had 2 sacks total in his career. Just not a lot of production really from him. Um, could there be another guy that they try to get something out of? Do they sign him as a free agent? It kind of depends, how much they end up having at, with the draft picks, how much they trade again, because they don't have a ton of roster spots. Then you have Darius Long Jr., another Cal guy. And so, they definitely love their defensive linemen. And I think if they're able to bring in someone, they may. 6'2", another senior from Alameda, California, 310 pounds. Also not a lot, very productive. Could be a camp body, if they do bring him in onto the undrafted kind of pool signings. Next up is from my school, Tyler Manoa out of Arizona, was a transfer actually to Arizona, was with the UCLA Bruins for the majority of his career in college football, 4 years there, and then spent a 5th year with the Arizona Wildcats. Really, hasn't had production in the sack game. He had 1 sack this year. More of a rotational piece with Arizona for sure. I'd say probably more of a run stopping guy there with Tyler Manoa. But I think this is a guy I think they should work with. I really hope they're able to actually bring him into that undrafted pool. I think like if I had to think, I think the Niners and like the Browns are probably where players, especially undrafted guys, want to go on the defensive line, because if you just look at Chris Kasurek with the 49ers, and then if you look at the Browns this last season, one of the best, I think probably was the best defense ranked. So I definitely think that the Niners should try to go after one of these guys. Then you have Mosiah Kite from Auburn, from Pittsburgh, California. Now, this guy is 6'2", another senior, 285 pounds. Has a little bit more production. Actually was a transfer from Auburn, spent the first 3 years with Maryland, 4 sacks in his first 2 years, 2020 and 2021. Again, I think a lot of these guys are undrafted guys because they want to kind of see how these guys look, to see if they do have interest in some of these guys, probably talk to them too. Then you have Ron Stone from Washington State, another defensive lineman here. Again, 49ers absolutely just love their defensive lineman. Now, this guy's actually been more productive. He's a defensive end, actually. 2.5 sacks in 2019, 1.5 in 2020, 5 in 2021, and then 2022, 2, and then 2023, 5 again. So it's 2021 and 2023. He was his best in terms of sack numbers. A guy that's actually shown some productivity. A guy that's been with Washington State for all 5 years, actually, as a 6'3", 246 pounder. So, I think this guy has definitely more upside, it seems like, than some of these other guys, because looks like he's been showing some improvement throughout the years. And, being at the same school, that can help, unless just something totally isn't working, sometimes that does cause people to, transfer. Then they have linebackers, Amon Bailey, Sacramento State, Theo Bailey. I'm not sure if they're brothers or not. They might be. Let's see. Does he have a brother? Let me see. They're both linebackers. Not sure. They might be. They might be around the same kind of build to Armon Bailey, 6'1", 228, and then Liv Bailey, 6'2", 224 pounds. But actually, I'm not really sure because they're both born in different places. They might not be, unless whichever one's older might have moved or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. Then you have Jackson Simmons from Cal, Matthew Tago from San Jose State. So they're definitely looking at those Cal and San Jose State guys, and you have some corners. The guy I like is Dylan Wyatt out of Arizona. He was only with Arizona his 1 year. If you look at his stats, they're not super crazy, 1 interception in 2021. Passes defended 8 in 2022 from Cal Poly. So he's 6'1", 190 pounds, from Oakland, California. Was with Illinois in the Big Ten in 2018. And then in 2021 and 2022 was with Cal Poly Mustangs, and then was with the Arizona Wildcats this last season. Guy that I think would be nice. He shows some good ball skills. Hasn't gotten like a lot of playing time at Arizona really. Let me see. Yeah, I mean he didn't really play too much this season, so but I think he definitely has shown some good things. A guy I'd love for them to give a chance to. If cornerback room is kind of crowded. Maybe he could beat out one of these other guys you kind of have, like a Samuel Womack. Maybe, possibly. This guy's definitely taller than a guy like Samuel Womack. We'll see, though, but I think this would be a nice guy to bring in. Then you have your safeties, Jay Jenkins, Manny Johnson, Patrick McMorris, and then Chase Williams, Cal, Nevada, San Jose State guys. Long snappers, I don't see them signing anybody from there or drafting punters. Again, just kind of want to get a look, in case they somehow need, knocking on wood, a punter, kicker. I'm not going to talk too much about them. So that's basically it for guys that are kind of coming out of the draft, have pro days as well as at their schools. I do know Dylan Wyatt was one of those guys, at the Arizona Wildcats pro day. I'm not entirely sure if the Niners have met with him. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not looking. It does not look like it, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Yeah. So. But yeah, I think that this is definitely an interesting list there. Let's go back to the pro day attendees, local pro day. So yeah, I think a lot of these again are UDFAs. I don't see them really drafting probably any of these guys, really, to be honest. And then you have Kellen Mond again, like we talked about. Could they bring him in as a fourth quarterback? Possibly. We'll see. According to Matt Barrows, though, haven't had any talks about him signing a contract or anything. So, yeah, maybe not, but we'll see. Could just be a guy that the Niners bring in after the draft or something. Curtis Hodges, and then Hunter Camp Moyer, and then Tommy Sweeney, Oregon and Boston College. But I think those are just some guys you needed, Mond and maybe some of these other receivers, to throw to kind of show things off. So, I will say the local pro day, usually I kind of look at guys, maybe there's a couple of guys that, they'll bring in there, but I think a lot of it would be more undrafted guys. And again, I don't think they're going to be bringing a ton of UDFAs. The roster's pretty filled up. Again, they have 10 draft picks. Originally, I think they're going to have probably 7, 8. I definitely see them trading up in this draft. So we'll see what ends up happening in the draft for sure there with the 49ers. But I think that's pretty awesome to see there. And you know what? Let's do a little bit of a mock draft. I mean, why not, right? Why not do a mock draft? You know what I mean? I kind of want to use a different one. So let me just... maybe not. Yeah, we'll just use Pro Football Network, though. I haven't really used that in a while. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. Okay, here we go. So hopefully you guys can see that. There we go. I'm not gonna do any trades for now. When I do the draft, next week, kind of show with my guy Jason from Niner Faithful Radio. We do our 49er Media Captain show every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you guys come join that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button too if you guys are new. Like the video for me, like the live, I appreciate it. So yeah, we're just gonna go no draft. But no trades. But again, on Monday, we might try to kind of do that so that you guys can kind of see what the 49ers possible trades are. And I'm probably going to do kind of things with those rumors I was talking about. And then definitely do our last one on the 22nd, which will be the draft week. That I think we'll definitely do, trades for sure. But let's get into it. So 49ers, let's enter the draft room. Okay. Hold up. I just kind of want to see. All right. Okay. Pretty not. This might be a little bit interesting, but okay. Nothing super crazy so far. So I'm liking this. Okay. Checked. We are going to. Wow, the Chiefs traded up for J.C. Latham. Okay. So looking at this, I like a guy like Graham Barton out of Duke. I know some people have been saying he could play center. I think he's going to be more of a guard. You don't need a quarterback, so I'm not going there. Tyler Guyton, that's an interesting one. Kingsley Suamata. I actually like him quite a bit, to be honest. But let me just make sure there's nobody else. So my guy from Arizona's not there. Looks like Jordan Morgan, but I think Kingsley would be a good guy to have just to kind of change things up. Honestly, I like him a little bit more than Tyler Guyton, so I'm gonna go with him. So Kingsley Suamata is who we're going with here. Again, we're gonna reject that one. I wouldn't even accept that if I thought about it. But here we go. So there's a guy like Malik Corley who the 49ers have met with. Do want to see if Melton is still there, though. So no, he is not there. DJ James, possibly someone else, but that's going to be kind of later on. Edge. Austin Booker could wait there. Defensive tackle. All right, I am going to go Braden Fisk here. I mean, if he's there, I think you take him, right? Good value there. I think you even add more to kind of the trenches. He doesn't have to, be forced into the lineup because of what you've done in free agency, but a guy that you can kind of have under Chris Kasurk and some of these veteran guys that you did sign in free agency and don't have a lot of years left. And so I think Braden Fisk. I just picked the wrong. Damn it. All right, hold up. Let's just. I hope he's going to be there. Let's see. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Okay. So yeah, Kingsley going him. Defensive tackle. All right, there he is. So yeah, we're gonna reject that. I probably would have actually accepted that, but we're not gonna be doing trades. So we're going Braden Fisk. So that's actually who I ended up wanting to go with. I just somehow clicked the wrong guy. So we're good there. So yeah, going through the trenches. That's Yeah, I would probably accept that, but I'm not going to right now. So what else could the Niners need here, right? Corner definitely could be something. Josh Newton, Darian Phillips, Cam Hart. I'm surprised they don't have him as high on here, but I think I'm gonna wait for those because I think hopefully one of those guys at 124, Cam Hart or Kyrie Jackson, hopefully will be there. Safety wise, I'm gonna probably go after this guy. So I think, right, looking at our picks, I think I might wait on that one. So where could we go? I mean, could go another tackle. All right, so we went, defensive tackle, Austin Booker's possibility again, corner wise. Kind of want to wait. Where else is he gonna go? Safety. I mean, maybe I just take him, even though it's gonna be kind of early. Who's in the interior? Yeah, I mean Mason McCormick, Zach Zinter. I like McCormick a lot, so I don't think some of these other guys are going to be there. So I'm going to actually go Cam Hart. Seen him higher in some other drafts. I do think he probably actually goes higher. So I'm going to go Cam Hart there. And then hope a guy like Mason McCormick is there. I really like what I've seen from him. So it looks like he is there. That's definitely a possibility. So we went there. Safety, anyways, the guy I was kind of thinking of. Gone. So I'm actually gonna just end up where'd he go? Let's see what receivers, because the thing is I've been kind of noticing. Okay, this I'm gonna wait. Where was I going? That's another guy like two. Mason McCormick. That's what we're doing. All right, Mason McCormick. There we go. Reject that one. Let's see what else. Okay, so we're already at 132. Zach Zinter's still there. Okay. Do we like the centers? Let's see. Safety wise. Tyreek Smith. I gotta see what he kind of forget. All right, so yeah, Georgia guy. Okay. Let's see. Kind of do like a guy like, Theo Johnson. That could be actually a guy we go after too. John Solomon Joe. I'ma just hope he somehow's there. So let's see. I'm gonna go. Let's see. So it's this thing. I hope Solomon's still there. So we're not gonna go him quite yet. Cornerback, safety. I don't really. Probably might go after like Proctor, kind of near the end. Linebacker. I think this guy. I also kind of liked this guy though. Jonathan Solomon. I'm gonna just go Javon Solomon. I think that's a good pick. Okay, 135. Let's see. Javon Foster was another good Missouri guy. Even Garrett Greenfield. Let's see. Zach Zinter. Okay. Where's it gonna go? Let's see. Someone offers the tackle. I think we got all the basically guys. I mean, we could go there. I kind of actually want to go Zach Zinter because we didn't go guard earlier. Receiver. really like Jacob Cowing, though. Javon Baker, I think, was the guy the Niners so met with. There's Luke McCaffrey and things like that. So I'm going to actually go with Zach Zinter. Yes, we're going Zach Zinter. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me look. Just look. Okay, so my guy. Damn. All right, maybe we just won't go receiver because I should have just taken them. Damn it. Okay, tight end. Offensive guard, no. Okay, well, I think we're good there. Running back. Let's see. Safety. Okay, I'm gonna go Josh Proctor out of Ohio State. Excuse me. So I like that. And then let's see. So I think we basically got tackles, corner. Yep, we basically got all those. So 3 is if I see someone I really like, there might. I don't think my guy's there because I think he's the best tight end. Yeah, no. Tanner McLaughlin's not there. I'm just gonna see if there's someone that I. Ooh, Sione Vaki. Did I even go safety? Oh, I just went Josh Proctor. Damn it. I didn't see he was there. Okay. I like Vaki too because he can actually be running back too, but let's see. Trying to think. Okay. Running back, definitely could see that. Don't really like anyone there though. Tight end. And this one's tough. I really don't like anyone on offense. Defensively, trying to think. You know what? I'm gonna go another tackle. Maybe. Trying to think who we have as our tackles. No. You know what? I think I might just end up going tight end. I just don't know who. Trey Knox. This one's tough. This one is tough. Literally, I might just have to go Vaki. Yeah, I'm gonna just go Vaki even though I took a safety already. See, then I think here I might just go best available. You know what? I don't think they make this team anyways. Nah, because it's not really it's in corner. Oh, Gabriel Murphy, edge. Okay, we'll go with him. And we'll probably just go best available, to be honest. Let's see. We could use running back, so I'm gonna just go Chase McLean. And that is our draft, ladies and gentlemen. We got Kingsley Sumata, Braden Fisk, Cam Hart, Mason Cormick, Javon Solomon, Zach Zinter. This is kind of where I didn't really like it. I mean, it's still good though. I think, man, till 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 picks, dude. I'd be very happy if the Niners somehow were able to go with these guys. Ooh, that'd be good. And then that could be kind of a sneaky pick. Probably like I should have gone Vaki. Like I could have definitely gone something definitely here. Like, but yeah, that's gonna be our mock draft. We'll also post this mock onto our Twitter. Let me just save it real quick. Okay, should be good there. But alrighty, guys, appreciate you for being in here. Let me just double check that's there. Perfect. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in. Talking about the 49ers Pro Day attendees. Make sure you guys hit that red subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. Like this live for me. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below about these Pro Day attendees, about this mock draft. Originally, I wasn't going to really do a mock draft, but I kind of wanted to make a bit of a longer show, so it's going to do it, guys. Maybe we'll be live later, this week. I'm not really sure. Been kind of thinking about just taking a break and then, kind of being back on Monday. I actually might be joining Niner Fifth Radio on Friday. We'll see. But if you guys want to know about that, follow me over on Twitter and Instagram as well as here on YouTube. That's going to do it, guys. Peace out and let's go 49ers.